Plastic down into smaller pieces. And since it doesn't biodegrade, the plastic out here will never go away. It will continue to float in the ocean for decades or longer, slowly breaking down into smaller and smaller pieces until it is mistaken for food by an animal, or washes up on shore somewhere hundreds of kilometers away.
So these will dry out. We'll rinse them off real quick.
Yeah.
Let them dry. The rest we'll put into a sample jar to save for later analysis. That analysis is simply to count up the particles, weigh them in different size classes, look at the type of plastic, and that kind of descriptive data kind of tells us how big these garbage patches are and what their contents are, and gives us a baseline to monitor.
We weren't even close to the heart of the garbage patch, but our first trawl sample was full of plastic. Equally disturbing, we realized we were only collecting the plastic that floats. Amazingly, 50% of all plastic sinks in seawater, so we could only see half the problem.
We began to notice that some of the plastic pieces had bite marks on them. Animals were eating the plastic. But this came as no surprise. Marine life, such as whales and turtles, are increasingly being found washed up on shorelines, full of plastic.
On the massive seabird colony of Midway in Hawaii, not far from the garbage patch, tens of thousands of seabirds die of starvation every year after eating things like plastic lighters and bottle caps they mistake for an easy meal.
Actually gives them a false sense of satiation. They feel they're full and they're not. What they're full of is a non-nutritive material. So they dehydrate, they lose their muscle mass, and they become weakened and more susceptible to disease and death.
There are documented cases of over 660 different species impacted by ingesting plastic and by entanglement, with the number of deaths estimated in the millions.
Plastics can absorb all kinds of pollutants. So now off our streets, oil drops are dripping off our cars, and it adds to millions of gallons annually washing off our streets. That's in the ocean, mixing around, not mixing in water, but sticking to plastic.